I'm Eric D'Amato.
And I'm a Snickerdoodle.
And welcome back to Mindbreakers.
Yeah, the show that smashes minds.
I'm not sure I want to do this episode today.
Breaking.
Because nothing can top last week's Mindbreakers.
that was a good one. And then,
nothing can top fucking Bud the Chud.
Yeah, but it's gonna be
Let's just say
it might get a little weird.
Let's just say, Gio.
What?
Bud the Chud topped fucking VHS.
Really?
Yeah.
In terms of goodness.
In terms of funness, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's just like your opinion, man. But
you've never even watched Bud the Chud, dude.
However, that aside, this one's a serviceable film, I guess, and showcases some talent, such as George Stroumboulopoulos from The Hour, for all the Canadian viewers out
and
there.
Unfortunately, Roy Batty himself, Rutger Hauer.
Yes.
We're doing Hobo with a
shotgun.
A homeless vigilante blows away crooked cops, pedophile Santas, and other scumbags with his trusty pump action shotgun.
It might get a little awkward. Maybe a little more than a little awkward.
Is this fucking Punisher?
He kind of is, yeah. He's a very Punisher-esque. This is supposed to be a very grindhouse
Rob
take
Wells, Brian Downey
on like a straight-up vigilante hobo, taking down
Tim
really
Dunn.
awful people with his shotgun.
Stroumboulopoulos is a TV host.
Stroumboulopoulos is in it.
Mark A. Owen is a Coke Lord.
I think it was recorded some parts, at least in Canada. But yeah, we're gonna be in for all kinds of goodness of the weird variety, and some maybe one line might actually be like, truly, possibly even well written. So yeah, let's ready to watch this?
No, let's do it anyway.
Say about it.
Let's get this over with.
Let's do this.
I used to be like you. A long time ago. You're all brand new and perfect. No mistakes, no regrets. People look at you and think of how wonderful your future will be. They want you to be something special, like a doctor or a lawyer. Hate to tell you this, but if you grow up here, you're more likely to wind up selling your bodies on the streets or shooting dope from dirty needles in a bus stop. And if you're successful, you'll make money selling junk to crackheads. And you won't think twice about killing someone's wife, because you won't even know what's wrong in the first place. Maybe you'll end up like me, a hobo with a shotgun.
Well, that was a distinctly unpleasant movie.
It was not entirely unpleasant though. It just had some.
It was
some pushy moments.
It was mean-spirited.
Yeah, that's for sure. It was by far not a movie directed towards like, oh, let's make these villains, like let's give them any kind of relatability, really. Let's just turn them into fucking caricatures and monsters.
Because it's just the stuff that they do.
Animals,
man.
yeah. Like even animals deserve more respect than some of these crazies. These are fucked up people.
Like the bum fight guy.
Fucked up individuals. Yeah.
So we start with a train coming into town.
Yep. Of course, because the hobo has to come in via the rails.
That's how hobos travel. That's the only way they're allowed.
And this one he is classic hobo. Like he's got the walking stick, the cane,
the
backpack,
the cane on the bindle.
Yeah, bindle. Yeah, that's the word for it exactly. But like it's not as straight up like bindle. It's like the old ones were, where like it's just like a cloth or something carrying all of their belongings.
No, he just has his backpack hanging from a cane.
But that's all he's got,
Yeah.
He's coming into town, and he's not expecting.
He comes into town
something too bad.
But he immediately sees how much this town sucks.
Yeah, first thing we see is just a car radio getting jacked. And I immediately get flashes of the Warriors.
Warriors.
And he just pays no mind to this. He walks like kind of right by it. He's just like, I'm tired. Like I'm too done for this. And like a guy with $10 and a camera is like, hey, like come over here, boy, join this.
Want in on this? You get $10,
Hobo
man.
Hobo brawl, Straight up bumfights.org is going on. And he just passes it by. He's like, no, I don't want to. Because he settles for, just trying to beg for his money, And he ends up, like, settling somewhere and just, like, trying to make a sign. And, it's like,
he wants to buy a lawnmower.
Yeah. Before this, though, we see him just kind of going down the street and just, like, looking through trash.
Find some booze.
You find some smoke and some booze. And all of a sudden, some guy is running down the street with a manhole cover around his neck.
It's funny.
His hands
it's funny because it's Logan's Run.
Yeah.
Because this guy's name is Logan.
Yeah. We've made that joke before.
This is like the second movie we've seen with a Logan in it.
Yeah.
Because Dr. Logan in Day of the Dead.
Right. That's true. You know what I was watching the other day?
No.
I was watching Serpent in the Rainbow. And that movie is basically like what Altered States was at the beginning.
Okay.
Like Altered States is basically the entire beginning of like Serpent and the Rainbow, and especially because like the main character.
Keep on track, dude. Keep on track, dude.
Yeah, I know, but that main character in Serpent and the Rainbow looks exactly like Dr. Jessup. And I was just like, wow, man. We're gonna watch that sometime.
Yeah.
We gotta watch Serpent and the Rainbow.
It's Wes Craven, right?
Yeah, it's legitimately.
It's Wes Craven doing voodoo zombies.
Yep, it's awesome. But yeah, back on track here. We got like basically this guy running in. He was the guy from Pineapple Express. I forget his name.
Seth Rogen?
Well, yeah, Seth Rogen was in Pineapple Express, but
that guy did not look like Seth Rogen.
It's Seth Rogen and
James
Franco, exactly. And then he's the third guy.
Oh yeah, the other one.
Yeah, who's got like a cast around his neck or whatever in that one. And
well, he can't stop having stuff around his neck.
Yeah, apparently. So he ends up like getting chased down by we meet like the big gangster of the place, this guy Drake, who might as well be Hammerhead. And
well, the way he's introduced, he may as well just be the fucking Joker.
And his shit ass sons.
No, you know what he is?
What?
He's your guy from GTA after you win GTA.
More like a fucking creative character in like Saints Row.
No, you don't get to do anything as this fucked up in Saints Row.
No, you can still kill people in some pretty fucked up ways.
True. And it's fun.
You can breakdance a fucker to death.
Yeah.
In Saints Row.
Because Saints Row is better than fucking GTA.
But we meet his two shitty sons, Slick and Ivan.
Yeah.
And Slick is this like super like.
Something we gotta say about Slick. Slick is not his nickname.
What is his nickname?
No, Slick isn't his nickname.
Yeah, it's his actual name.
He's born, and his dad looked at the baby, like took this baby, looked at the baby and said, Slick.
You got something funny to say, Slick. Just that was his name.
You're a loser and a user. You're a user and a loser.
Not only do they fucking sell the drugs, but they're also like rapists and killers.
Yeah, and lots of horrible shit gets done.
Oh god, these guys are just complete and utter like irredeemable shitbags.
This movie's a war crime.
This movie commits war crimes while also being a war crime in itself. It's a war crime. It's a war crimeception. We get into like some fucking heavy militia shit later on though. But let's kind of get back to it, I guess.
So the guy gets a barbed wire noose put around his head and gets his head sliced off.
While in the ground, in an actual like sewer hole.
Yeah.
And which Drake calls the glory hole.
You mean it's more like a gory hole?
A gory hole?
Yeah.
You just sound Asian. Like vaguely, you're going for like a vaguely Asian version of glory hole.
I'm just saying it's gory, like there's gore.
I know, but it sounds like you're coming off Asian. It's just, is it glory hole or glory hole?
But that's the thing, Gio. People know me, and I'm not you, so I'm not fucking racist.
That's just the way I heard it, man. And if you guys say this at home, you guys know already too, dear listeners. So,
if you're listening to this, why?
Why? Why indeed?
Don't you have better shit to do?
But we got the guy getting his head split off from the barbed wire fucking noose, and then being asked a whole bunch of questions by Drake because who you got something funny to say now? Is it too tight on your legs? Can you not feel your legs now?
Yeah, it's just a head at this point when he's yammering on it.
Obviously. So they throw this in the car, and his shit tier sons drive off. And Ivan, being the genius he is, tells everyone to not forget to wash their dicks.
Yeah, Ivan is annoying. I don't like Ivan.
They're both fucking annoying. I hate both of them. But we got a couple other things. It gets worse before it gets better. Oh, a whole lot fucking worse.
But not a whole lot fucking better.
Yeah. But we get the hobo just going about his hobo-ly duties after he collected all these cans. Oh yeah, he had a bunch of cans in a carriage, in like a shopping cart, and it got hit by Drake's car. So that's like so much of his money just like gone.
Yep. Like
just scattered around the fucking ground. And he might as well have just basically like slapped his wallet out of his hands while going through the town. And this, like, the entire time he is in the town, like, just these little fuckers just blasting through any attempt of him trying to live a normal life,
They pushed him too far.
Every single time. Like,
he didn't want to be the hobo
at
with
every
a shotgun.
turn. Yeah. He's trying so hard. Like, guys, I want to just save up, like, even, like
I want $50
$50
so I can buy a fucking lawnmower.
so I can get a lawnmower.
And
Not
mow
even
lawns.
Like, yeah, like I don't want to buy booze. I don't want to buy smokes. I don't want to buy like any kind of
I just want a lawnmower.
real estate.
But
I don't
the
even want a scooter
Warriors
or a bike or something. No, just a lawnmower.
The Warriors won't let me get my lawnmower.
Just to earn a decent living.
With a lawnmower, but the Warriors.
And he's such an admirable character,
Mm.
Like that just makes him like seriously somebody like a special kind of character. You don't really get like heroes like that a lot. They're just like
not all heroes wear hobo clothes.
Yeah.
Like I want
the noble homeless.
I want to know what his life was before this.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to see him all I'm sure that his he's trying he knows violence very well.
Going through the trenches in Nom.
No, I'm like my headcanon for this guy, like we're talking about this. This is Frank Castle gotten old.
Yeah.
Like we're never given his name.
We did mention several times that this could easily be an Old Man Logan movie. No, Old Man Frank movie. And yeah, it could just be Old Man Frank, just going around, just trying to stop the hood rats and the rapists.
The hood rats.
Yeah.
And the rapists.
And the gangsta-misters. The gangsta-misters. But
there's an arcade with people snorting drugs,
yeah,
smushing homeless people's heads with bumper cars.
This is just the first floor of the Drake building.
Mm.
Like he's just coming across after he was begging for.
Slick goes around to explore it.
Yeah, but like this is like we're brought over there right after the punks grab the guy and drag him inside.
Mm.
There was a couple of like 3 punks or something, and they grab a dude off the street right in front of the hobo, and they bring him into Drake's building, and then the punk shit kids go inside the building and hit up a guy who owes them money, and he's playing the Plague game in the arcade, and like everybody's like gathered around him and stuff, and I forget which one it was. I think it's Slick grabs his arm and like snaps it.
Mm.
No, Ivan goes up and snaps his arm.
Yeah.
And like he ends up like getting yelled at. Like Slick ends up getting yelled at by this girl Abby, who we meet afterwards. She starts out as a prostitute, but she ends up like actually developing like a mind and like a heart. Just like trying to take care of people. Like this is the first kind of like breach of like her usual sort of character, because she's actually trying to help out the kid. Like she actually pipes up and tells the 2 brothers to leave him alone, which is more backbone than anybody else has, because nobody else is saying anything about the bullshit these guys are doing. Everybody else just stands around and fucking gawks, you know?
Yeah.
So she ends up like screaming at him, and he's like she's like, oh, come on, let the kid slide. And Slick, being a genius and cutting of wit, goes, the only thing I'm gonna let slide is my dick in your pussy. And like, he might as well just be like drooling and just going, yeah. And like, the fucking douche slapping each other, just like, got him, bro. Got him, bro. Got him, bro. And it's like, it's just like they're so like, I get douche cringe just thinking about these guys like actually being real people, because I feel like I've had guys like this in high school just walking the hallways, jock fuckers, like, you know, like straight up like generic like jock fuckers.
Yeah.
So they like she ends up like he ends up getting his arm broken, homeboy that like owed them money.
Yeah.
And
but he does get a free bag of Coke.
Yeah, he just slams. Slick just slams a bag of fucking cocaine right on top of the arcade game, and then it just gets swarmed because like he starts this up by going like, "Oh, you want to never feel pain again? You want to get fucked up on life energy, and nothing can hurt you? You want to get fucking super armor, kids?
Yes.
Come here! It's all in this bag. Bam! And then just the arcade machine gets swarmed.
And it just flashes up, winners don't do drugs.
I wish. Like, that is the one thing it was missing. If it wanted to go full cartoony, though, it probably, like, I would have still be on board, but it would have been very jarring to see that just pop up on there. It would have made the movie a lot funnier, though, that's for damn sure. So Slick ends up like finishing with the guy and goes right up to Abby, and it's like, so we're not kidding anybody here. How much are we gonna pay you for you to suck this dick? And she's like, come with me. And they go in the back alley and they start making out and stuff. They're like, are we gonna fuck, or are we gonna sit here talking and negotiating price and shit? Hobo's watching all this, follows them to the back alley, and some weird guy in a baby mask pulls up in a car.
Yeah, this is never explained.
He's got a knife in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
And like, Slick pulls his knife, and she's like, hey, who's the weirdo? And he's like, that's alright, get in, bitch. It's like, welcome to the rape wagon, you know? So Then the hobo like actually like pops up and he's like, "Get your hands off of her, you fucking dirty monster!" And they're just like, and he's just like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Who the fuck are you to be talking to me in this way?
What the fuck are you?
Christopher Walken should have been in this movie.
Oh man, Christopher Walken should have been the hobo.
Rutger Hauer did a good job.
That's who the director was, wasn't it?
No, Rutger Hauer was that was Roy Batty with the shotgun.
Oh,
dude.
okay, yeah.
That's Rutger Hauer.
Yeah, sorry, but yeah, it was. He did an okay job, but like still, like I feel Christopher Walken would have turned in a good performance on this. Also, we got several like big names, like what's his face?
I have several
from
questions.
Pineapple Express.
Yeah, exactly. What's his face in Pineapple Express?
Yeah, I know this movie needed more star power. I feel like the girl that played Abby though, she's probably like a Canadian actress. I kind of want to know her name because she's probably been in other stuff that I've seen. But anyways,
Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, she did a good job though. Whatever your name is, girl, you got props. So the fucking weirdo Slick starts to try to attack the hobo, and he just smacks his head in with a cane, and then like drops him like onto the ground on his back, and then just slams his head in with a fucking sock full of pennies.
Yeah.
And he's just like, that's for Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was a goddamn saint.
Oh, because he makes some crack against Mother Teresa.
Yeah. But like, still, he's
something about
he's
finger
a good
fucking
guy.
Mother Teresa.
Yeah, no, he's a legitimately good guy, and he's like, he wants to actually, like keep
he
it
very
good
much
with the
doesn't
Lord.
Want to be a murderer.
Exactly, he doesn't want to have to start going around fucking.
But they kept pushing him, so he had to kill them.
He wanted out of the life, but they pulled him back in.
He was finally ready to live a peaceful life of gardening.
Yeah.
But they won't. But all he can be is the hobo with the shotgun.
Yes, very true. So he ends up knocking him out, and he looks over at the girl, and he basically spouts off like, "What are you doing with your life?"
Yeah.
Kind of lines. Like
Who's
all
gonna
the
put
time.
a ring on you?
Yeah, exactly. And like he might as well just be wagging his finger at all of them, like at all times. And he ends up dragging Slick to the police station.
Yeah, but not. But
he citizen's arrest.
But he ends up getting the shit kicked out of him by the police chief because the police chief's evil.
He's on the take.
They're all on the take.
All these coppers. Well, actually, not all of them. There's like a couple that are still like fine. I feel, especially the little kid rookie guy opposite creepy John dude.
But should we only send the dirty cops? We're all dirty cops.
Yeah, we're all dirty cops here. We don't give a fuck about blowing our cover at this point. We need this hobo dead. Like, who's gonna just straight up go against a hobo?
With a shotgun.
With a shotgun.
A shotgun, I ask you.
Well, then again, like, if this were legit, the police would actually be going after the hobo with the shotgun.
Yeah.
Because they'd be thinking he was a fucking crazy killer anyway. Even though
He is a crazy killer.
Yeah, even though he's showing up in, like, newspapers at this point, like, just straight up. Well, not at this point, but later on, he's showing up in newspapers, like, as a vigilante, like, demanding change and stuff.
Yeah. Not that way. Demand change. It's a play on words.
Yeah, but it's a good play on words. I like a couple of things about this. It's good. It's creative and like it's just creative enough to make it a decent story, but it's not too it's not too absurd that like you're just thrown off the ride most times. So yeah, police chief beats the crap out of him and oh yeah. The exact line for it is like, "Hey, did anyone welcome you into town?" And he's like, "No, nobody." He's like, "Well, I'll be the first to say, welcome to Fucktown."
They're the princes of Fucktown.
Yeah, and here are the princes of Fucktown, and the two brothers come in. and just like beat his ass and like slick carves something into his chest. I think like
Scum.
Scum, whatever.
Scum. Just scum.
And throw him in a dumpster. So then they he ends up getting helped out by Abby afterwards because he ends up saving her from a creepy John that was trying to hit on her.
She reminds me a lot of Joan from the Punisher movie.
Yeah, kind of. They serve kind of the same sort of role ish.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it were a contest over who is the better female side character.
Oh, her because she does stuff.
Oh yeah, I'd say so. If not for that, then for her for the pure fact that she has that whole speech later on, and it's a good speech.
But does she make cookies?
She could probably make cookies.
But can she make cookies like Joan?
She only has mac and beans and stuff in her house, but I'm sure she can make cookies given the right ingredients. Joan probably makes better cookies though. Therefore, Joan wins.
It's her superpower, dude.
Yes, therefore Joan wins. So, what then? We get basically the hobo going back
in time.
$10 guy.
Yeah.
And this is after he sleeps over at Abby's place and has a whole conversation.
I'm thinking about bears.
Yeah, about bears being in the zoo or something.
Bears in the zoo. They're gonna try to kill my mother.
No, it wasn't that.
I know.
If you want to get the bear in the zoo talk, then just watch the movie because it's actually good. Unless you're too young for it, in which case
go ahead. I don't care.
I kind of do because this is very graphic. I'd say even for children, especially for children, would be really it'd be harsh. So the gist of that is just basically bears don't belong in the zoo because they
also and if a bear tastes human blood. They become a man-eater that must be put down.
Yeah, then they get movies starring Gary Busey made about them.
It's the worst punishment imaginable.
And I should know, I'm the old man Punisher. So, he ends up getting up the next morning and going up to $10 guy, breaking a bottle over his head, and then $10 guy is like, yes, chew the glass now.
What?
Yeah, you heard me. Chew the glass in front of camera, on cam.
Crunch, munch, crunch,
Good,
bloody grin.
Nuts. Now pick up this money here, $20 with your mouth. And so he does it. And then he takes the money and goes to the pawn at dawn. Pawn till dawn. And yes, the pawn shop's name is Pawn till dawn.
Yeah, I just love when pawn shops are in movies like this.
Yeah. And then, he goes into...
It's not fucking insulting at all!
Enjoy the wares of your business, Merrick! He's eyeballing this lawnmower. It shows $50.
Then people come in, threaten to shoot a baby unless they're given the money.
Yeah.
And then he's like, fuck it, takes the shotgun.
Just bank robbery! Right there.
Takes the shotgun... Shoots the 3 robbers and pays for the shotgun.
Well, he only gives them $30, even though the shotgun's probably worth way more than that.
It was priced at $50.
Was the shotgun $50?
Yeah, it was the same price as the lawnmower. That was emphasized.
Yeah, I don't think he made $50 off of the glass. Though.
He may have.
Maybe.
But he pays for the shotgun, it's even giving any money after that is
after you save the guy's business from a robbery
is. A nice thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. He was about to lose all his money, and then you just came in, saved all of it.
Frankly, I think the guy's
gave him more.
Frankly, I think the guy's an asshole for accepting the payment.
Well, what are you gonna tell him? The guy that just shot 2 people right in front of you? You're gonna tell him keep the money?
No, keep the.
And by the way, you should probably even help yourself to the money that's on the floor.
Yeah,
you cannot be homeless because of this money that's on the floor. You could have literally taken the money if you were a worse person from these robbers and just left. And I would have been like, okay. Given this was actually your shot, would you let the homeless guy that just killed the 2 robbers in front of you walk out with the money?
walk out with some money. It is all the money in my cash registers. I need some to do business.
Yeah, but like let's say you just picked up like I don't know maybe $400 and they walked out.
Look, did you just save my shop from robbers?
Yeah, all the money's on the floor. He picks up $400 and he goes, "Can I have this?" What are you gonna tell him? You want to argue with the guy? He has like a shotgun in his fucking hands.
Like, he has a shotgun. Sure, I'm not paid enough to deal with that.
Exactly. Several reasons. Like, you are not gonna mess with this guy. Like, every reason of them, even better than the first, I'd say. So, after the robbery, he walks out of there and he's just looking around at the street and there's there's a bunch of bad shit leading up to that point.
And
but they're just basically...
crime fights.
Yeah, it's basically like all we kind of miss in between like him leaving and getting the shotgun is he sees a pimp on the corner slapping a hose. He ends up killing him, yeah. And there was also a car driving by with a stolen child in it.
Driven by Santa Claus.
Yeah. And he ends up getting him too.
Yeah, which we enjoyed watching.
Yes, immensely. Because
pedophiles all need to be killed. If you know someone who's a pedophile, look, if you know someone who is a pedophile, not who you think is a pedophile that you know is a pedophile, go there, hit them in the balls with a sledgehammer.
We don't
just hit them in the balls with a sledgehammer.
Just walk on over to them and hit several things about them with the sledgehammer. And then finally give them one final crack over the noodle with like a fucking road spike. So then, after he just like gets the shotgun and starts cleaning up, his antics start being reported about on the newspapers.
And if you're gonna come at me like, oh, well, you're condoning violence against people? No, I'm condoning violence against pedophiles. Pedophiles are not people.
So,
I'm glad we agree on this.
The newspapers report on his antics, and not only that, but we get George Stroumboulopoulos.
Yep.
On the news, on Fantastic Four Action News.
Reporting on him, and then we get Drake doing the... Basically, what he does is, if you've seen the 1989 Batman, what kind of a world is it where a man dressed as a bat gets all my airtime? This town needs an enema!
And also, we need to dress our bats like the Batman. Wait.
And he basically says to attack his heart. So
to attack his heart. He's not the Green Goblin. As much as you wish Dafoe is in this role.
And
he's not the Goblin. He's got a bunch of like topless women hitting a guy.
Pinata.
Like a pinata.
When life gives you razor blades, you make a baseball bat out of razor blades.
Well, it's not a baseball bat out of razor blades. It's razor blades attached to a baseball bat.
I'm just quoting the movie.
Yeah.
He
just whacks this guy in the chest and guts fly all over the place. Then he
tells Ivan and Drake. No, that happens after Ivan and Slick go to a school bus and burn all the kids with the flamethrower.
Yeah.
Okay, Slick burns the kids.
That's true.
Ivan is dual boomboxing.
Burn, baby, burn. On these two boomboxes, he is blasting Burn, Baby, Burn, Disco Inferno.
Is that what he was playing?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's why, like, leading up to it, I'm like, come on, you already know what's gonna happen here. Like, not only do you see the flamethrower on his back,
the flamethrower was the main giveaway.
School bus right in front of him.
And then we knew. Then the penguins knew they had to go.
And it closes up on Ivan's face while he's like boomboxing and burning the entire inside of the school bus.
And it closes up on a burning kid in the back of the bus.
It's weird. Like it's
this is the most. This is the scene that when I say is unpleasant and mean spirited. This is what I'm talking about. That's
like the furthest it goes. I feel.
Yeah.
Like it gets like a little like it maybe gets like a bit graphic after this, but it like the furthest it's gonna go with like the let's kill kids and whatever is like let's burn babies, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty far though.
But they went on and they asked if they liked school and a bunch of other stuff like ice cream and homeless people. And as soon as they scream, "Yeah, we love homeless people," they end up burning all of them.
There's something I found unbelievable.
Yeah.
Do you kids like school? Yeah. No.
Yeah, but most of these kids are just like, hey, maybe they were sent by the school to get on the bus and ask if we liked school.
Maybe they'll give us stuff.
Maybe they'll give us a prize. Maybe they'll give us ice cream. Who knows?
And then he brings a burned corpse of this kid onto the news.
No.
Says if you don't, basically
after they kill George.
It's basically, have you seen The Dark Knight? Every day, like, I don't want Batman anymore. I want this guy. So until he dies, I'll blow up a hospital.
Yeah. Or a school. Or a daycare or whatever, you know?
Yeah,
but like he's on the news saying like straight up like, I want this hobo dead. Any homeless people in this city need to die. Purge them all.
And so we get the
And
purge.
whoever kills the actual hobo I'm looking for gets all my hookers.
But here's my problem with this movie. One of the things in this movie, we get later from Abby, the prostitute, that don't kill them. They're just scared. Okay, they're just like when they're going out to hunt the hobo.
Yeah.
There's just scared, and then they all immediately go Mad Max The Purge.
Yeah.
Down to the fucking costumes and ridiculous weapons.
Yeah, but
they're into this.
Yeah, but that's because the majority of this city is filled with shitty people. Like, awful fuckers.
You know what needs to happen to this city?
What?
You know, you've seen Batman Begins, right?
Yeah.
Ra's al Ghul's plan.
Oh, yeah.
The city deserves to die.
Yeah, but the whole place is already kind of like that before even the hobo gets involved.
No, but everyone in the city needs to be purged. The city needs to be fucking napalmed.
Oh, yeah, which is why he told the fucking police chief before he before he knew it was corrupt, that you need to start putting criminals in fucking garbage trucks and just burying them in a fucking landfill. Yeah. You know? Just chucking bodies into the fucking ground, you know? Like, that's some drastic measures right there. That is Holocaust imagery for good. That's a weird terminology, I feel.
That might be the weirdest thing you've ever said.
Right? It's like, yeah, take these fucking pedophiles and fucking war criminals and fucking, like, criminals in general, and just throw them underground and bury them in the deepest pits of hell.
Yeah.
To never return.
They decide to attack Abby because they know the homeless guy's there, and they decide to do it with skates.
Oh yeah, which brings us to one
because
of the
earlier because there's an earlier scene
lines
where Ivan or Select, I can't remember which, threw a skate like a throwing blade.
Yeah, this movie's super Canadian and I love that about it. Just like abruptly Canadian. Just like, oh, the school bus, by the way, fucking Quebecois school bus.
So cool.
Yep. Legit. And then we got the skate being thrown into the head.
Yeah, and then
we got scene. Outside the two, like Ivan wearing his skates, and Slick going, "Whoa, dude! Like, why are you wearing your skates outside, bruh? Like on the pavement, you're gonna ruin those things." I ruin everything.
It's a wonderful day for a skate rape.
Yep, that's the line. That is literally the line. And that is probably the most prominent line in my mind when it comes to this movie. Anytime I think of hobos, and anytime I think of Chateau guns, I am reminded infinitely of "It is a wonderful time for a skate rape." A wonderful day for a skate rape. And you know what?
What?
Very rarely is there a good day for a skate rape, in my opinion. I woke up this morning knowing we were going to have to watch this. And I told myself, it is not a good day for a skate rape. So, if you want to see some fucked up individuals thinking that, oh yeah, skate raping, that's something that's going to happen, it should never be a thing. gay rape just never should be a thing. But kudos. It's a remarkable line. And whoever wrote that one,
you get a gold star.
You get a little gold star. Because it's not like it's not super harmful. I think even people that are triggered by rape can kind of giggle at the terminology.
So a fight scene happens before you dig us even deeper into a hole, Gio.
Okay.
A fight scene happens.
Yeah.
Where Larry is not Larry. There's no fucking Larry in this movie. Slick.
Larry
is trying to.
Fuck it, his name might as well be. That's actually a more sensible line than his name actually being Slick.
Is trying to saw her head off with a hacksaw. Ivan's trying to kill the hobo.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a name. He's just the hobo with a hockey skate. But until
he's doing like blade kicks
until Hobo catches his skate in a toaster.
Yeah.
And then he turns it on.
Yeah.
And he just fries him.
It's a good fight scene though. Really good fight choreography in this movie. I gotta give it that. Like all of the little things. Like everybody hits their marks. It's very much like a wrestling show in that case.
Hobo saves Abby.
That's a good thing.
Shoots off Slick's dick.
Yeah, because he tapes his shotgun
to his
dick, like point blank, and like carries him out of the place. And Ivan just leaves. Freaks out and fucking goes after he was burnt with the toaster. Because he's not dead yet.
No.
He survived the toaster.
He just has a burnt chin.
Yeah. And burnt hand.
Yeah.
So, he just gets the fuck out of there.
And what...
the
Slick calls his dad.
Yeah.
As he's dying.
Into a phone booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He calls his dad as he's dying. Tells him that he had his dick shot off.
And then he catches the magic school bus to hell.
Yeah, the burnt school bus comes back and takes him to hell.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Hell's bells.
Merrick called it. He saw the school bus pull up. He's like, oh yeah, it's gonna take him to hell. And then his face like slams in the back of the bus. I'm like, oh yeah, bro, you did it.
I know this movie.
I got this. I know where this is going.
Fucking got this, dude.
Yep.
Wanna know my secret?
You're the writer of this movie?
You wish.
You're the guy that wrote the escape rape line?
Yep.
So on the phone after Slick gets
killed, Drake
goes like, fuck, my son's dead.
Call the plague.
Call the plague. Yeah, exactly. You fucking send in the plague.
And the plague are badass. They're armored up. They're armored up. They're 2
armor-suited
motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers.
One has a sword, and the other has a much more interesting hook shot with nooses that attaches to nooses.
It's like a spear noose gun.
It's a hanging gun. It's the best weapon ever.
It's a spear gun with like ropes. And he just basically attaches the rope on one end of the spear, and then like attaches the other end of the rope to somebody's neck, and then shoots them up.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's a cool concept. But these guys are like legit ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're the professionals.
Yeah. These guys are like, in each of their respect, a fucking like Mad Max villain. Like they
break into the hospital where Hobo brought Abby.
They're on par.
Kill a bunch of people.
Debatably,
Hobo gives a speech to the babies.
Yeah. Debatably, both of them though are like on par with like Lord Humongous. Who do you think would win, Lord Humongous or these two?
These guys.
Yeah. Okay, one of these guys, the sword guy, versus Lord Humongous.
Sword guy.
Sword guy.
Because Lord Humongous, is it just Lord Humongous?
Just Lord Humongous.
Sword guy.
1v1.
Because Lord Humongous, his power comes from his army and his car.
Okay,
he's big, but that's it.
Now the main question, the question I actually really want you to answer. Fucking Master Blaster versus both.
Both.
You think both of them would take Master Blaster out?
Well, first they take the Hobo out in seconds, and Master
and Blaster.
Master would be taken out very easily.
Sure, one swing, you know.
And Blaster would.
That's just a text. It's okay.
Okay, your text message is fucking stupid.
Yeah, I know. It's my sister.
Okay.
She's just saying hey.
And
So
fuck,
continue.
you threw me off. Fighting Blaster.
Yeah.
And then they probably just like, you know, the big super soldiers from Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
That's what they do to Blaster. They just ride him into a wall until he dies.
Yeah.
Master. Blaster's the big one. Master's the little one, right?
No. Yeah, Master's the little one, and Blaster's
okay.
the big one.
That's how it would happen.
Yeah.
So he
Like,
gives a speech.
one swing.
He
Master's
gives a speech
done.
to the babies, which freaked me out.
Yeah.
Because I was like, he's gonna kill the babies.
Mm.
Because he was kind of snapping at that point.
No,
I was legitimately worried he'd kill babies on.
Yeah, this is the part that ended up being in like most of the trailers back in the day.
Yeah, you saw it in.
Yeah,
you saw it in this trailer.
You're gonna see it before this, but he's standing in the maternity ward talking through the glass at the babies, saying like you could be a doctor or
but you're not,
like a teacher
because you
whatever,
live in this
or you
shitty
could
town.
Or you could be
Hobo.
like a dope peddler, or like
Selling
sucking some guy's dick for crack or whatever. Or you could be like me, a hobo with a shotgun.
And he gets
It's a good title
his
drop.
ass kicked by the plague.
Yeah.
And they bring him.
You know how? Wait, before we go on,
Yeah.
you know how this movie was created? It was originally just the trailer, Hobo with a Shotgun.
Yeah.
It was originally just a trailer, a gag
It
trailer.
was a fake trailer, yeah.
Yeah, and then they made the movie,
which is great.
I'm so glad they made this. Like honestly, because like this is actually a legitimately good idea. But yeah, you're saying, continue on.
He gets captured by the plague, and we see they're pretty nice, all things considered, because they take him out with a minimum of fuss, and he asks for a light, and they give him a light.
Yeah.
And not like I was expecting, like he strikes
They're
the match.
fighting off like Great Cthulhu,
But
and then they just take a break
like
to light a cigarette.
He strikes the match for him off his helmet.
Yeah.
And actually lights a cigarette. I was expecting he'd hold it out and then just drop it.
Oh yeah, just being complete dicks.
But they're not.
But they're like, no.
Like, yeah, okay. we were hired to get you and kill you. We don't have to be a dick to you.
Yeah. which is good, actually.
And they have pictures of people they've killed, which includes, wait for it, Abraham Lincoln, Joan of Arc,
Easter Bunny,
and fucking Jesus Christ.
Yes. They've all got their paintings.
And
like,
it
all
makes
their
you
pictures
wonder,
just hung up, getting their eyes like crossed out.
Put your fucking phone on mute fucking now.
Yeah, I know I will. That's probably gonna be the last one, anyways.
And where the fuck? I hate you.
Where
was I?
They killed Jesus.
Yeah, but it makes me wonder.
And then Ivan comes in to go check up on him.
It makes me wonder whether they actually killed they're crazy, or they've actually been around forever killing these people.
Oh, they probably were around for a real fucking long time. They've got fucking Great Cthulhu locked in a basement. And they're trying to fight him off.
So Ivan comes by. He gets the "You'll never be your brother" speech from
yeah.
You're just a replacement. Then they're going to decapitate Rutger Howard. Mm-hmm. But the Abby arms herself in the pawn shop.
Yeah, she mods out the shotgun.
Puts an axe on it.
Gets the lawnmower, modifies that
into a shield, which is a badass idea.
It's great.
And gives a speech to she gives a speech to the people.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately doesn't have them come with her.
Yeah, but this is like the whole great speech where like she comes out and the guys like they're all like an angry mob. They're like, "Are you homeless?" And she's like, "Why? So you can fucking kill me?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, yeah. That's what we're out here for." And they're like, "You stupids! You know what, guys? You guys are in their fucking home right now. How about showing them some manners? Because they don't have beds. They don't got fuck all. Like, you guys need to fucking show some actual initiative and punish the people who actually need to be punished.
Need to get on my
I'm
level.
Gonna do. Exactly. So get your shit together, because those motherfuckers over there, we killing all those motherfuckers over there." So she just goes after them. And she's just like...
She goes really well. She saves Hobo.
Yeah. Helps him out.
She
kills
Binder.
Yeah. Grinds him up.
And gets her like she superhero landings onto him with this chainsaw shield.
Yeah, and then just
unfortunately,
like parts of his armor, helmet, everything just start popping out, blood spewing.
Sword guy kind of steps back at this point and is like, "This isn't my fight anymore."
Yeah.
Ivan gets killed.
Oh yeah. How does he die again?
I don't know. I think he just gets shot.
Fuck.
Yeah, he gets shot with a
Does
shotgun. Yeah.
He just gets blasted?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Drake pushes Abby's left hand into the chainsaw blade until there's just a spike.
Yeah.
And then she stabs him with it.
Oh yeah, that's brutal.
Mm.
I was like, several times was I like comparing this to other movies. At that point, I was like, this is fucking Evil Dead.
Mm.
Like, this is straight up like Ash fucking like getting his arm grinded to a stump.
Yeah.
Well, like he chops off his arm, but like hers is straight up getting fucking grinded up, like mulched, and it's brutal. Almost as brutal as the new Evil Dead. The remake?
Still haven't seen it.
You should watch the remake.
I know, I've heard, but
We should put it on the wheel, honestly.
No, I don't want to... That's not a good environment to watch a movie that you want to give a fair chance to, dude.
I guess. It's an okay movie, though, but, like, it's not good enough to just, like... Well, no, it is good enough to just sit there and watch. But it's also, like, if you have anything bad to say about it, you should get it out, at least in an episode. Mm. Also, I would really want to be able to hear you, like, air your opinions out on it entirely, you know?
Yeah.
So, he ends up dying, and Drake's bleeding out. The police show up and, like, start pointing their guns at the hobo. The hobo's in this standoff where he's, like, pointing his shotgun at Drake, and Drake is like, it's one of them ones, and he just starts like taunting the hobo,
and the cops come, but all the other guys point their guns at the cops.
Yeah, and the mob like storms in also and is like trying to stop the police from killing the hobo.
But the hobo does get killed. But
yeah, the hobo just like sets it all off. Shoots Drake in the fucking head, and then he gets killed himself.
And what was his badass line?
Fucking firefight ensues.
But he had a badass one-liner. What was it?
Oh yeah. He's like, Drake's like, "Hey motherfucker, I'll see you in hell," or something like that. And the hobo's like, "Yeah, we're both gonna get a ride to hell, and you're riding shotgun."
Who are you?
Yeah! But yeah, he gets fucking blasted in the head. Drake and the hobo are both dead, and that's the end of our movie. The last thing we see is just the hobo's hand,
and then
the shotgun on the ground.
And then Power
then the
Station's "We Fight for Love" starts playing as the credits go. That's not true. That's that's Commando. I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but it's pretty good. So, aside from the bunch of stuff that we touched on, got anything to say?
Not really.
I just wanted to say I haven't seen this much child killing since Higurashi.
You watch some weird shit.
I know, right? But Higurashi is some fucked up shit, bro. If you kids out there want to get into the animes, just go out there and watch Higurashi no Naku. Like it gets fucked. Like, although there's more child torture in it than just straight up child killing. But
is that the one with your white High School of the Dead that has your waifu?
Yeah, why would I get my waifu from Higurashi? That's so fucked. Like, they're all kids. Christ.
Well, Nelson has some weird waifu.
True. But I and Nelson are both cut from different sides of the cloth, so they were cut from the same cloth but different sides. But that still doesn't make me any more attracted to these child designs in this Japanese animation show.
You know what's an anime you should watch that I kind of liked?
What?
And this is rare that I like an anime. High Score Girl.
High Score Girl?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's on Netflix. Huh?
Check it out.
I gotta watch that.
So, what are we?
I've been watching you lately.
So rate the movie. You've been watching me?
No, there's a show on Netflix called You. It's about a stalker, stalking this girl, and he works at a bookstore.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Good.
Yeah.
This girl I know.
So, what do you rate this movie?
Shout out.
What do you rate this movie?
Yeah. So I'm gonna rate this. I'm gonna rate this, I guess, the Plague arcade game out of a shotgun and lawnmower shield. Yeah, that seems appropriate.
I'm gonna give this a noose gun and a sword.
That's good. It's pretty cool.
Next time we got zombies.
Yeah, we can sword and board this shit.
Yeah.
With both of our scores together.
Next time we got zombies returning again.
In a deuxième sequel?
The first sequel.
Oh, okay.
See you all next time, guys. Peace.
All right. Bye.